how to easily change your specific person, whether you are already in a relationship with them or not. Hello beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach, and in this video I am going to share with you exactly how to change your specific person to manifest the version of them that you want. But first, if you would like to sign up for coaching with me to manifest your specific person, I offer an online course, Manifest Your SP Mastery, where I show you step by step exactly how to do this. You can get instant access to this by clicking the link below in the description box. I also offer monthly membership coaching to help you manifest anything you desire. You can get access to this by also clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. How to change your specific person to manifest the version of them that you want. Firstly, I want to make it clear that you can manifest absolutely anything you want when it comes to your specific person. This means if you are single right now, but you want commitment from your specific person, and maybe they're a player, or maybe they've told you they're not ready for commitment, you can absolutely manifest the version of them that is madly and deeply in love with you and that is in a committed relationship with you. This also means that, let's say you're somebody who's already in a relationship with your specific person, but perhaps you want to manifest marriage. Or perhaps you're in a long distance relationship, but you want to manifest moving in and living together. You can absolutely manifest this. It might also be that your specific person is somebody who's depressed. Like I had somebody post this in the comments on one of my videos where they said, if my specific person's depressed, can I manifest a version of my specific person that's really happy? Absolutely. You can manifest a version of your specific person that is thriving and happy. I had somebody else ask, can I manifest a version of my specific person that is rich? And I was like, absolutely, right? If your specific person right now is struggling financially, you can change it. You can manifest a version of your specific person that is rich as fuck. So nothing is off the table. You are limitless. You can manifest any version of your specific person that you desire. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, how do I do this, Priya? All you have to do to manifest the version of your specific person that you want is to think as if you are the version of you that has your specific person exactly the way that you want. So, all you have to do is change your thinking. Change the way that you see the situation. Think as if you are already the version of you that's in a committed relationship with your specific person, that is happily married to your specific person, that has moved in and is living with your specific person. Or think as if you are the version of you that's in a relationship with a really happy version of your specific person that is thriving and that is rich. That's all you have to do. Now, how do you do this? You simply do this through affirmations. Affirmations are just the thought that you are thinking. Every time you're thinking a thought, you are affirming. And here's the thing about that. You are thinking, on average, 70,000 thoughts a day, which means you are affirming 70,000 times a day on average. So then the question is, what are you affirming? The idea is you want to begin to think as if you are the version of you that has your specific person. When you begin to affirm your new story, that implies you are the version of you that has your specific person. And this new story becomes dominant within you. Dominant meaning you're telling the new story more than you're telling the old story. Your subconscious mind has to produce proof of this to you in your 3D reality. This is when your specific person will show up in accordance to what it is that you have been affirming. So it all begins with you. You must change the way that you think. You must change the ways that you see things in your mind. All you have to do is change your thoughts and think as if you are the version of you that already has your specific person. That is it. Now, let's go deeper into how to do this effectively and properly so that you actually not only manifest the version of your specific person that you want, but you also keep it. This is all about affirming for both your self-concept and your assumptions about your specific person. So what is your self-concept? Your self-concept is how you see yourself in general, regardless of your specific person. So when the topic of love and relationship comes to mind, how do you see yourself? Do you have a high self-concept or a low self-concept? Do you have stories that say, I'm never prioritized, I'm never chosen, people always leave me, I'm always abandoned, I'm not lovable, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough? Or do you have stories that say, I'm always prioritized, I'm always chosen, I'm always lovable, I'm always worthy, I'm always good enough? The second component to this is your assumptions about your specific person. So this is all to do with how do you see yourself in relation to your specific person? What are your stories about your specific person? Do you have positive assumptions or negative assumptions about your specific persons? Do you have stories that say, my specific person is a player, my specific person is a fuckboy, my specific person hates me, my specific person doesn't love me, my specific person is not ready for commitment, my specific person is always depressed, my specific person is financially struggling? Or do you have stories that say, my specific person loves me and adores me. Me and my specific person are in a happy, committed relationship. I am the love of their life. My specific person is happy and thriving. My specific person is rich as fuck. What assumptions do you have about your specific person? And the idea is you want to fix your self-concept to ensure you have a really high self-concept where you know your value and your worth. Plus, you want to fix your assumptions about your specific person to ensure you have positive stories about your specific person that imply you and your specific person are together or you're married or whatever it is that you want. Now, why is it important to affirm for both your self-concept and your assumptions about your specific person? So first, let's talk about your self-concept. If you don't have a high self-concept, number one, you're not going to feel good about yourself on a daily basis, okay? If you have stories that say, I'm not good enough, I'm not prioritized, I'm not pretty, I'm not lovable, I'm not chosen, you're simply going to feel really shit about yourself on a daily basis. So that's the first reason why you always want to focus on increasing your self-concept, right? You want to know your value and your worth. You want to feel good about yourself. The second reason why you want to fix your self-concept is because if you have a low self-concept, you're not going to be able to keep your manifestation, because you can absolutely manifest a version of your specific person that you desire simply by just affirming for them, right? Such as, me and my specific person are happily married, and you will get the manifestation. However, it will not stick. Why do I know this? Because I have worked with people who have come to me because they're in a holding pattern where they'll manifest their specific person, but then their specific person will leave them. Then they'll manifest their specific person back, and then their specific person will leave them. And then they'll manifest their specific person back, and then their specific person will leave them. And the only reason why this is the case is because they haven't fixed their self-concept. They have a really low self-concept that says, I'm never prioritized, I'm never chosen, I'm not lovable. Right? So they get the manifestation really quickly. Their specific person says, yeah, I want to be in a relationship with you, but it doesn't last, because the stories that are running the show are, I'm not prioritized, I'm never chosen, I'm not lovable, I'm not pretty enough, or whatever story it is that you have going on. This is why you really want to make sure you fix your self-concept. Now, when I say fix, by the way, I don't mean that there's something wrong with you that you need fixing, because you're already perfect. You are already worthy of what you want, but you have stories that say otherwise. So when I say fix your self-concept or fix your assumptions, I simply mean change your stories. Not that there's something wrong with you and that you need fixing. All you have to do is just change your stories by thinking as if you are the version of you that has your manifestation. That's it. So the reason why you want to make sure that you fix your self-concept so that you have a really high self-concept where you know your value and your worth is, number one, you want to feel good about yourself. Number two, this is the key to actually keeping the relationship once you get it, or keeping the manifestation once you get it. Now let's talk about why you also want to fix your assumptions about your specific person. So number one, you always want to be affirming a story that implies the end result of what you want. So let's say that you desire marriage from your specific person. You definitely want to curate an affirmation that implies that, like, me and my specific person are happily married. Or maybe you desire a relationship with your specific person. Then maybe your affirmation is, me and my specific person are in a happy, committed relationship. Or perhaps your specific person is somebody who is depressed. And I had somebody who asked me this in the comment section. They were like, can I change my specific person if they're depressed? Absolutely. So maybe you have an affirmation that says, my specific person is always happy and thriving. I had somebody else in the comment ask, if my specific person is struggling financially, can I manifest a version of them that is rich? Absolutely. So maybe your affirmation is, my specific person makes X amount a year. My specific person is financially thriving. Okay. You have to curate an affirmation that implies the end, right? You always want to be doing that. Secondly, the reason why you want to make sure that you have positive assumptions about your specific person is that sometimes your self-concept might exclude your specific person. So you might have a self-concept that looks something like this. I am always loved except by my specific person. I'm always prioritized except by my specific person. I'm always chosen except by my specific person. So your self-concept excludes your specific person. That is why you always want to make sure that you have positive stories about how you see yourself in relation to your specific person. So the key to this is to affirm for both your self-concept plus positive stories about your specific person that imply the end result of what you want. You want to be affirming for both. So let's take an example here. Let's say that you are single and your specific person has told you they're not ready for commitment, but you want to be in a committed relationship with your specific person. So you want to be affirming for both your self-concept and your stories about your specific person. So maybe for you, your affirmations look something like this. I'm always prioritized, I'm always chosen, I'm always lovable. Me and my specific person are in a happy, committed relationship. I am the love of their life. My specific person always treats me like a queen. And you saturate your subconscious mind with these affirmations day in and day out so that these new stories become dominant within you. Remember, dominant meaning you're telling the new story more than the old story. When this story becomes dominant within you, or when these new stories become dominant within you, your subconscious mind will produce proof of this to you in your 3D reality. This is when your specific person will now come to you, confess their undying love to you, and tell you that they want to be in a relationship with only you and that they have eyes for only you. This is how it works. And it works the same way for anything that you want to manifest when it comes to your specific person. Whether you want to manifest a version of them that is happy and thriving because maybe they're depressed, or whether that's because you want to manifest a version of them that is financially doing well, that is rich as fuck, or whether that's because your specific person has rejected you, but you want to manifest a version of them that is madly and deeply in love with you. All you have to do is think as if you are the version of you that has your specific person by affirming for your self-concept and by affirming for your stories about your specific person that imply the end. That is all you have to do. It is that simple. So the key to changing your specific person is to think as if you are the version of you that has the outcome that you desire. You want to curate an affirmation that implies you already have the version of your SP that you desire. Plus, you want to make sure that you're also affirming for your self-concept so that you really know your value and your worth. This is what is going to allow you to keep your manifestation. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day. Mwah.